In 1942 to 1946, the United States attempted to end World War II with a project that was considered to be extremely controversial, even by the people working on it. The project was known as the Manhattan Project, and this wound up developing 2 atomic bombs that would devastate the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This incident would continue to stir up debate even today. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki killed hundreds of thousands of people and continue to generate controversy and debate even till today. The bombings of the 2 cities were employed to help end World War II sooner. And though it did, results were the deaths of the estimated 64,000 people in Nagasaki and 133,000 in Hiroshima. The death toll and immortality of the bombings are greatly criticized today, but the idea that the bombs helped to end the war sooner, thus saving countless lives, have been praised. While some argue that the amount of lives lost was less than that would have been saved, if not for the war's quickened end, others questioned whether or not the United States even was in position to have committed these acts. These are the foundations for the controversies today about Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Those opposed to the bombings have cited the idea of the atomic warfare was nothing short of a war crime and time again. Of the number of people that died from the bombs, it has been estimated that only half has died direct result of the bomb, while the rest died from radiation. This had caused Japan to loathe and hate America, and with good reason, argue those in positions to the bombings. On top of the facts, the bombs were an over-the-top approach to begin with. There are many firmly believe that Nagasaki's bombings was completely necessary. The Nagasaki bombings occurred only 3 days after the Hiroshima bombings, where Japan had little time to access and react to the situation. Though these are valid points, there are numbers of acceptable reasons the bomb should have been used as well. It is a fact the bombs have took numerous lives, many in which are not involved in the war. Many people who supported the choice to deploy the bombs, however, argue that it was necessary choice in order to end the war sooner, as more lives would have been lost than of which was lost from the bombings. Additionally, the war would not have been such a quick end, as the Japanese stood steadfast even in their losing position. They practiced the code of Bushido, where honor mattered more than the person's life, and admitting a loss was considered the greatest form of dishonor. Truman, who at the time was under pressure due to the wars, had been praised for his quick thinking and criticized for his immoral decision by both of the affirmative parties. Though he had chose otherwise, the best course of action would have been to warn Japan by deploying the bomb at an isolated location, and then acting off Japan's reactions. This would have allowed Japan to consider the remaining in the war, and if they chose to continue to fight, the bombs would then be deployed. And if not, they choose to continue to fight, the world would have been deployed, and if not, the war would have been over. This option gave a better chance of ending the war with far fewer lives lost. It is unknown how the war would have ended if not for the bombs. Many argue that the lives were a necessary sacrifice, while others argue that there were better options that could have been but were not considered. Though the bombings happened over 65 years ago, debate still remains strong and will likely continue to.